Hello everyone, my name is Ayanam Biju. I am studying 3rd year BC Nursing in Tribhuvan College of Nursing. Now I am going to present on the topic mood disorders. So what mood disorders means is a disturbance in mood that can be complete or partial mania and depression. So coming to the ICD classification, it comes under the classification of F30 to F39. So what I mean by F30? It consists of manic episode. F31 means bipolar affective disorder. F32 means depressive episode, F33 is recurrent depressive disorder, F34 is persistent mood disorders, F38 is other mood disorders, and F39 is unspecified mood disorders. So first we can see what is mania. So coming to the mania, mainly maniac patient consists of three symptoms, that is overactivity will be there, mood changes will be there, and self-important ideas. So we can see the definition of mania. So mania refers to a syndrome in which the central features are overactivity, mood changes, and self-important ideas. So the lifetime risk of manic episode is 0.8 to 1%. So it can be recovered within 3 to 4 months. Now coming to the ICD classification, mania can be classified under the classification of F30 to F30.9. That is, F30 means manic episode, F30.0 is hypomania, F30.1 is mania without psychotic symptoms, F30.2 is mania with psychotic symptoms, F30.8 is other manic episode, and F30.9 is manic episode unspecified. So coming to the etiology, it can be classified based on three theories, that is neurotransmitter and structure hypothesis. In that neurotransmitter and structure hypothesis, there will be any abnormality in the cholinergic or adrenergic receptors or in the production of serotonin. Then coming to genetic theory means there will be changes in the monozygote. Mainly it occurs in identical twins. So we can see the clinical features of mania. So here we can see the clinical features of mania. Mainly the mood of the patient will be elevated, expansive, and elevated. So first one, elevated mood can be of four types, that is euphoria, exhalation, elation, and ecstasy. Then coming to the other clinical features are flight of ideas will be there, then hypersexual will be there, then the patient will be taking decreased food intake will be there. The next we can see what I mean by depression. So depression comes under the classification of F32 to F33. Before that we can see what's the definition of depression. So depression is a widespread health problem affecting many people. So coming to depression, there is a simple definition for depression means it's a persistent pervasive sadness will be there for the patient. So mainly it occurs in female, that is 20 to 26% is in female, but in males it is only 8 to 12%. And it comes under classification of F32 to F33. So we can see what you mean by F32. It is depressive episode. F32 is mild depressive episode. F32.1 is moderate depressive episode. F32.2 is severe depressive episode without psychotic symptoms. F32.3 is severe depression episode with psychotic symptoms. F32.8 is other depressive episode with atypical depression. And F32.9 is depressive episode unspecified. And last one is F33, that comes recurrent depressive disorders. So we can see what are the clinical features of depression. So here we can see the clinical features of depression. First, the patient will be having depressed mood, depressive cognition will be there, suicidal thoughts will be there, psychomotor activity will be there, and psychotic features. Next, we can see what are the diagnoses. So first we saw what we mean by mania. So what is the diagnostic for mania? Mainly for mania, we use mania rating scale. We can use ICD-10 classification, and also we can use the signs symptoms. Then coming to depression, we can use Hamilton rating scale. We can use, then also we can use ICD-10 classification and signs symptoms. Next one we see bipolar affective disorders. So what I mean by bipolar means it is a recurrent episode of mania and depression occurring in the same person at different times. So we can see signs and symptoms of mania. So first part we can see about mania, and second we can see signs and symptoms of depression. So in mania, the patient will be having elevated mood, expensive, irritable. Then coming to speech, the patient will be having loud, rapid, purring, whining, clanging, and vulgar. Then coming to other features like grandiosity will be there for the patient, delusion, distracted, hyperactive, decreased need for sleep, and flight of ideas. These are symptoms of mania. Then coming to depression, the patient will be having dysphoric, depressive mood will be there, decreased interest in pleasure will be there, negative is the patient will be always thinking about negatively, then therefore it leads to suicidal thoughts will be there. Then decreased appetite, constipation, insomnia, decreased libido. So these are signs symptoms of the patient having bipolar affective disorders. Now coming to the last portion, that is the pharmacotherapy. So how can we treat a patient with mania and depression? Now we can see the pharmacotherapy of patient having mania. For the maniac patient is lithium. Lithium carbamazepine, sodium valproate. These are the three mood stabilizers that is given for the patient. Then comes a clonazepam, doxycycline, isocarbonazide, sertraline, and last one is maprotilin. So these are some of the medication that is given for the patient with mania and depression. So I think you have been understood about what you mean by mania, depression, and the difference between bipolar patients. Thank you.